going to invite our first guest this afternoon onto the studio set, which will be David Mahoney. So, David, if you'd like to pop on, and Ed will go and sit in the green room, or the orange seat as it's now known. It's not black like the black box, but welcome, David, to Poppies TV, your first appearance here. And,
thank you very much.
I don't know what you think of our little setup, but it's not too bad.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
So, David, a lot of people won't know who you are.
Yep.
And if they scrutinise the programme, they will see your name as a director. So can you tell us a bit about what you do for the club and how you got involved and what your match day is all about?
Okay, yeah. Got involved through Richie, who informed me that he got involved with Kettering Town, and that he had some desires to improve the way that the turnstile systems were working, get people through the turnstiles faster, make the cash counting and so on easier for the people in there, and ultimately to get the figures ahead faster so they can be forwarded out to the FA, and ultimately look at analysing the figures, see what the breakdown of the crowd was, the number of children, and so on, and see where we could target to try and get more people in.
So it's obviously technology based then, rather than just sit down with a few coins and notes and 3 and 3 is 6 for the job. Yeah,
it's that, but a computer doing it. Yeah.
So what's your involvement football-wise? Are you a football fan in general? Or?
Yeah, I'm a football fan. I'm from my sins. I was born in London, so chose the Reds, so an Arsenal fan.
Well, you got your health there, haven't you?
I got my health, as you say, yeah. And maybe that was the red and the black and Kettering, and it was the attraction.
Yes. Ed has given me a couple of suggestions there, because he's also an Arsenal fan as well as Kettering.
But I think, like a lot of fans, the Premier League, it's getting the tickets, getting to the clubs, the crowds that they attract, fantastic, great for football, but it makes it difficult. To go into London is a day plus out, a lot of money and so on. And with a young family, sort of shied away from that, and then had the opportunity to get involved with Kettering.
So how do you like what you see? I mean, we're playing at quite a low level for Kettering Town. Hopefully we'll get promoted this season. But are you enjoying what you've seen so far?
Yeah, very much. I think I've missed one home game in the season.
Which one was that one?
The Ryder Cup weekend, so I'll let you guess where I was. So hopefully that one's excusable. But no, I've enjoyed it. There have been some games, I think it's fair to say, that have tested the supporters' passion, if you like, but more often than not, I think the guys do everything they can. Pass the ball around really well. I think the first 45 minutes of the last home game was exceptional. There was some fantastic football that, if you'd seen on TV with other teams' shirts on, you wouldn't have been surprised. It was that good at times. So are you a real Red now, not an Arsenal Red? I've got to confess, I do look to the Kettering results probably more often at the moment than I'm looking to the Gooners.
So what's the future then, turnstile-wise or technology-wise, for the future of Kettering Town?
The idea is to try and, again, improve things. I think, Richie's got a desire where we can get some match day ticketing taken away from the turnstile, so maybe into the clubhouse, even pre-event ticketing, so that people can request it, buy it, take it online, maybe to the mobile phones, reserve seats in the stands and so on. So just try and make life easier and easier for the people here and the supporters coming in. Because
before you arrived, there was only one turnstile here, and they put more turnstiles in this season. It's developing all the time, Latimer Park, isn't it? And if there are any more turnstiles open up at the other end, will that affect things? No,
not at all. I think I've got to be honest. When I came, there were the 3 turnstiles. I wasn't aware that only one was being used. I think when I first came, there was a market.
I think Burton only had about 30 and a dog in their game.
So yeah, the system's fine. The system will cope. If you want to, we could put 10 times as many turnstiles in the system, would be fine. There will be some ideas here of how we can get people in faster, be it through the gates at the bottom and so on. But no, we wanted to put one in that was going to grow with the club, wasn't going to slow things down, and was really there to make life easier for everyone.
So what's your ambitions for Kettering? Do you think we'll go up this season?
Hey, 100%.
Oh, you heard that here first. You said it now. Steve said it now. We're going up.
I've done the maths, and all being well, I think it could be a good Easter.
We could have quite a big gate against Bedworth United, which is our last home game, so you'll be in operation then.
And if people would get here early so that I can move away comfortably from the turnstiles and take a seat, we would appreciate it.
Are you a local lad, Dave?
No,
you said London, didn't you?
I said London originally. I live in Milton Keynes, so about 45-50 minutes away.
That's quite a trip then, isn't it, to the home game? So.
Yeah, exactly, and it's the midweek ones are more challenging.
For everybody.
Yeah, exactly, so it's amazing that the fan base still gets here week in, week out. I think the average at the moment is 600. It's a sad fact of having the turnstile system.
So I can come to you then for stats.
You can. I've got all the stats on. Yeah, for the turnstiles, I've got the lot.
Okay, that's great, Dave. I hope you have a good afternoon with us, and
thank you
for popping in and letting the fans know exactly what you do. So the name now isn't a mystery on the programme. I can see our next guest is limbering up in the corner there. He's got his gloves on and he's scratching something. I won't tell you what that is, but Thank you, Dave. That's great seeing you, and
Thank you.
have a good afternoon. Let's hope it's a win.